This is a quick video to explain how the RockCycle works. This relates to your lab and is something I did not cover in class, so I thought I would make a quick video for you. To understand the RockCycle, we start with the three main types of rocks. These are the igneous rock, which we covered extensively in class today. Igneous rocks form anytime you melt and cool liquid rock. The second type is the sedimentary rock. These are rocks that are formed when you break small pieces of rock and glue them back together into a new rock. The third type is the metamorphic rock. These are rocks where you add temperature and pressure enough so that the atoms inside the rock rearrange themselves, but they don't ever actually melt. If it melted, it would become an igneous rock. So the idea of the RockCycle is that any one rock can change into any other type of rock by going through the same process. So for example, if we want to turn a metamorphic rock into an igneous rock, we have to melt and cool that metamorphic rock. The newly cooled rock would become igneous. By definition, when you melt and cool something, a rock, it becomes an igneous rock. So if we do the same thing to our sedimentary rock, we melt it and then we cool that melt, it's going to be an igneous rock at the end of that process. And in fact, we can start with an igneous rock, melt that igneous rock, let it cool, and the new rock is a new igneous rock. To go from a metamorphic rock to a sedimentary rock, we need a new process. In this example, we're going to break down the metamorphic rock into small pieces, and then we are going to glue those pieces together. The actual word for this gluing process is lithify, if you want to know more. We're just going to use glue for the rest of the chart. So if we take a metamorphic rock, break it down into small pieces, and glue them back together, the new rock is called a sedimentary rock. We can do the same thing to our igneous rock. We break it down into small pieces, we glue those pieces together, and the new rock is sedimentary. And just like with igneous, we can start with a sedimentary rock, break that rock down into small pieces, glue them together, and the resulting rock is a new sedimentary rock. And for the last process, we need to turn our igneous or sedimentary rocks into metamorphic rocks. To do this, we're going to add high temperature and high pressure, but no melting. Just enough temperature and pressure that the atoms in our igneous rock rearrange themselves, and the new rock is called metamorphic. We can do the same thing to our sedimentary rock. High temperature and high pressure, but no melting. If we melted the rock, we would end up over here in the igneous rock category. And finally, we can take a metamorphic rock, add high temperature and high pressure to that metamorphic rock, no melting, and the resulting rock will be a new metamorphic rock. So there is your RockCycle. I definitely recommend drawing one yourself, which you have to do in your lab pre-lab.